It's so hot in here. Like, I need to turn my fan on. Y'all wait. When you're wearing a sweater in the house and it gets hot. Hey you guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me in this new year. Happy New Year to everyone out there. I am so excited about this new year, and I feel like for me personally, 2016 is really going to be the year of opportunities because I have so many plans and so many things that I want to do, and I'm just going to like start putting them into play now because I just feel like there's so much I have to get done, and this year is going to be my year to actually do it. So I hope you guys are just as excited about this new year as I am. But today we are going to be talking about my 2015 beauty favorites. So pretty much all of the products that I was loving for the entire year of 2015. And instead of sitting here and talking to you guys about my entire makeup collection, or you know, like 70-80 different products, I narrowed it down by categories, and I just picked the products that I know that I really used a lot throughout the entire year. So I have every single category here, from primers to foundations to concealers, like everything. So I'm just gonna start in order of how I would apply my makeup, and if you guys want to see everything that I mentioned for my 2015 beauty favorites, then just keep on watching. So starting out with primers, I have 4, and they're all high-end primers, and 3 of them are from Smashbox, and you guys probably already know what primers these are because I use them pretty much in almost every single video. I've mentioned them in some favorites videos, and I just talk about them all the time. So the first one I have is, of course, my Smashbox primer water. This is just a little travel size. I have the full size over there on my vanity, but I love this stuff. Ever since the first time I tried it out, I loved it, and now I can't be without it. Like, I really can tell a difference in my makeup and in my skin when I don't use this product first before applying all of my other products. And now, like, I swear it's like a real essential in my makeup collection. Like, I have to have it. And this product is really good for all skin types. I have an oily skin type, and this works wonders for me. Like I said, I just like to apply it before I apply my other primers and before I apply my makeup, and it just does wonders for my skin. It really helps to prep my skin for makeup, so absolutely love this. The next primer I have is also from Smashbox, and it is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the original one. And this is just a small sample size that I got from Sephora when I ordered something, but I've gone through so many tubes of this primer, full size, sample size, travel size, deluxe sample size, like just ever since I started using this primer, and I think that was back in like 2013. I've gone through so many of these, and it just works so well. It's a silicone consistency, and it really does a good job at getting rid of all the excess oil on your skin and making your skin nice and silky smooth for your foundation application. So this will just always be a staple in my collection. And then the last Smashbox primer is one that I discovered last year in 2014, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, but this is the pore minimizing one, and I have huge pores, so I'm a big pore primer junkie. Like, I love primers that claim to minimize pores, and I like trying them out to see if they actually do, and this is one of the few that actually works for me. It does a really good job, and also this helps to control my oil as well. So it's a 2-in-1 product, and I absolutely love it. And although it is pretty expensive, all of Smashbox primers are pretty expensive, I think they're worth the money because they last super duper long and they really do the job. And the last primer I have to talk about is from Benefit, and it is the Porefessional primer, and you guys see me use this all the time, and this is so freaking good. And I remember I did not like this primer at first. When I first tried it out, I didn't like it because, again, this is a pore minimizing primer, but it has a silky feel to it, and when I first like started using it, I did not like it because I'm like, it's too silky and it makes me feel greasy, and you know, I feel like my foundation is gonna slip around with this primer, but it doesn't. And this does a really good job at controlling oil as well, especially when I use it with either one of these Smashbox primers. So I really like this primer. Again, this one is also pricey, but I would definitely pay the money for this. All of these products that I'm mentioning are like products that I would run out and buy if my makeup collection ever caught on fire, or if I lost anything. These are products that I would like run out and buy and wouldn't hesitate. So definitely love this primer. I'm gonna move on to foundations. I have two foundations that I love for the entire year of 2015, and these are like my go-to, especially for a special occasion or going out, or when I just know I need my makeup to look good. These are the two foundations that I love. So this one is Dior and this one is MAC. So the Dior, this is the SkinStar foundation, and it has broad spectrum SPF 30, and it is a long wear spectacular brightening weightless perfection foundation. This foundation definitely holds up to its name. This foundation gives you a nice youthful glow without being a dewy or luminous foundation. It is pricey, but this is one of those foundations that I would spend the money on because it does a really good job. It wears well, it looks nice, the coverage is good, and like I said, it just looks really good on my skin and really healthy. So this was my first like high-end purchase foundation, and I would definitely repurchase this again. I think this foundation was around $60. I would definitely repurchase this again, and it was a favorite of mine the entire year. This is the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and I am in the color NC50, and this is just a really good foundation. For one, the color match is perfect. I went in the store and I got color matched with this foundation, and it's absolutely perfect for me. The coverage is medium to full coverage foundation. It's definitely buildable. There's extremely well. I have it on today. This foundation does not transfer. I love it so much because of that. It does not transfer even after I've been wearing it for about 4 or 5 hours. I can touch my face and I don't have to worry about anything being on my hands or being on anyone's clothes or anything like that. I also wore this foundation for my birthday, so it holds up extremely well, and I absolutely love it. So I would run out and purchase that if I lost it. Moving on to like highlight and concealer type products, I have 3 highlight concealers and then I have my 1 contour product. So for my concealers, I have my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and then the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. So all 3 of these are my absolute favorite concealers as far as highlighting. The e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, I have that one on right now, just this one and nothing else. I did set it with my baking powder, but this concealer is a really great concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. It's only $3, so you can use this as your everyday concealer, or you can use it as your going out concealer, just depending on what your needs are. It's not a full coverage concealer, so if you have dark spots, you might want to put a corrector on and then use this concealer, but it is so good if you're going to be using it for highlighting. I feel like it really does a great job at lifting this area up, which is what highlighting concealers are supposed to do, and this just does a really good job for what I need it for. So I am in the shade medium, and it just wears really well. I never have to worry about creasing under my eye. With this concealer, with or without me baking my under eye area, I do not have to worry about this concealer slipping into my little fine lines that I have under my eyes. With these 2 higher end concealers, again, they set very well under the eye. They look very nice under the eye. They are the perfect shade for like highlighting. This one is more of a natural everyday highlight, especially if I don't want it to be too bam in your face. And this one is more of when I'm going out and I really want that bright under eye look. So you can see the difference in color between these 2, but again, they are really good concealers. They're very lightweight on the eye, yet they give a lot of coverage to the under eye area, and they highlight really well. As contouring, there's only one product that I want to mention for my cream contouring, and that is the Bobbi Brown foundation stick. I have been using this foundation stick since last year, 2014, and it is literally still going strong. Like, I use this thing all the time, and it is just so good. As my actual cream contour product, it just looks so good, so natural. It blends into the skin so well. I always use a brush or a beauty blender to blend this product into my skin, and it just works super duper well. It just blends right into the skin really nicely. So I will continue using this, and I would definitely repurchase this. I have other cream contouring products that I could use, but I always just find myself going back to this one, so definitely love that. Okay, so now for my powder, highlight, and contour, I'm going to move on, and this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. So You guys have seen this in my videos tons and tons and tons and tons of times. I had to stop myself from using this product because I was literally using it in every single makeup tutorial video that I did, and I really had to stop myself. But I love this so much. I created this palette myself on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, and I picked the perfect colors for myself because all of these work so well on my skin tone. I was like using banana so much to set my under eye highlight. For the powder contour kit, I love it. I would definitely buy the refill pans for this if I ever ran out of these. They are just so good and I love it. Another product that I was using a lot that I don't think I really mentioned in any of my videos or ever really used in my videos because I was using it like for work every day. This is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder in Turks and Caicos, and this is my absolute favorite contour shade for every day. Like, it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it doesn't transfer onto the cheeks and make you look really glowy. But I love this. This thing is only $3 and I've been using it since they released it, I think back in 2013. I absolutely love this color. It like works so well for my skin tone. It is such a good contour shade. That's it right there. It creates a really nice shadow on my skin, and I just think it's gorgeous. Plus it also comes with a blush, and this blush is really complimentary as well. It has a nice shimmer to it. So this was just like one of my favorite products to use for every single day for work during this entire year, and I would definitely repurchase this, although I have like 2 or 3 backups of this in my collection. It's ridiculous how much I love this, but it's just a really good product and I definitely recommend it. Also, to go along with highlighting and contouring, I have my e.l.f. high definition setting powders, and I've mentioned these in my favorites video before. I have Corrective Yellow, which is just the yellow tone powder, and then I have the clear translucent, which is just the white setting powder. So I have been consistently using, this is sad, this is really sad, that's all I have left. I have consistently been using this powder, and if you guys have been watching my videos lately, then you know that this is the only thing that I use to set my under eye, and I'm running out. Like, I used it today to set my under eye and it's pretty much all gone. So I will not spend a crap ton of money on an expensive baking powder or translucent setting powder, because these e.l.f. powders work just fine, and I feel like they give me a really flawless look, just like a high-end brand would do. So also the clear translucent one, I'm almost out of this one as well. I only have that much of it left, and this I mainly use to just set my entire face, mostly when I'm going out or I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup for an extended period of time. I will use the translucent powder, and once I'm done putting on everything, I will use this to set my entire face with a big fluffy brush, and it does a really good job of setting my makeup in place. I don't have a flashback when I use this. I use a really light hand, and I just think this works extremely well. These are $6. Like I said, I would not spend the money on an expensive one when I have those. So now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow, and I have 3 palettes that I want to mention that were just my go-to palettes for the entire year, and they are definitely some palettes that I feel like I absolutely need in my collection, and I would definitely repurchase 100% if they ever broke or I ran out of them, whatever. So the first 2 palettes that I have to mention are, of course, my Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, the original and the semi-sweet. So I don't know if you guys were following my videos all throughout the entire year, but these were palettes that I had when I was doing my project Use It Up, and I just found myself actually really loving these palettes because when I first got them, I don't think I showed them enough love, so I added them to that little project to just go ahead and really like hit pan on my eyeshadows and use them up. And in that time, I found myself really enjoying these eyeshadow palettes, and now they have become my absolute go-to. Like, when I know I need a specific eyeshadow look, or when I know that I'm gonna have an event or a function or anything, I know to take these palettes with me because they just create so many good looks. This is the original chocolate bar palette, and you guys can see how much I've actually used this palette. I've really been digging into it, and the entire year I just found myself just grabbing any one of these colors to just do an eyeshadow look. Even if it was only one eyeshadow from this palette, I was using this eyeshadow palette with most of my looks. As well as the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. I remember when I first got this, last year December, and I could not put it down. From the time I reviewed this palette on my channel all the way up till now, I have just been really using this palette and like really digging into this palette. I also use this for my birthday, so like I said, I use it for events and functions. I just know that I can go to either one of these palettes and create such a great eyeshadow look, and they're just essentials in my collection, and I feel like they could be an essential in everybody's collection. So if you really want some great eyeshadow palettes, I say go ahead and get the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes. Too Faced has great quality eyeshadows. They blend well, they're pigmented, and they smell like chocolate. Enough said. The other eyeshadow palette that I want to mention is from a brand that I feel like does not get enough hype for their eyeshadows, and I'm talking about the Coastal Scents 252 eyeshadow palette. I've had this palette for so long. I'm gonna say I've had it since 2012, maybe 2013, but I love this palette so much. You get 3 layers of eyeshadows equaling up to 252 eyeshadow colors. So this is just one layer, this is the second layer, and then that is the third layer. So you literally have every single color that you can ever think of, and this palette contains so many unique colors. I always go towards this palette when I know I need a specific color or when I want to do a specific eye look, and I know that I don't have any of those colors in any of my other palettes. This is the palette that I pull out. And Coastal Scents is a great brand because they have over 300 eyeshadow pans to choose from. When you're buying singles, they literally have over 300 eyeshadow pans. I'm sorry, Morphe, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Makeup Geek, they don't have that variety at all. Over 300 eyeshadows. That is literally enough eyeshadow to last you for your lifetime. Seriously. And with this palette, I always find myself just creating such gorgeous looks with this palette. I've used it a lot on my channel. I have a couple of videos just using this palette, and like I said, I always just come up with some of my best looks using this palette. It has your transition colors, your lid colors, your highlight colors, your colorful colors, your smoky eye colors. You just literally have everything in this palette. And like I said, I feel like Coastal Scents is so underrated as a brand. And I don't know, I love this palette, and it is definitely a staple or an essential palette in my collection. Also for eyeshadow, I wanted to go ahead and mention my ColourPop eyeshadows. These are the 2 that I use out of my whole collection of ColourPop eyeshadows. So this one is Birthday Girl, and this was a limited edition shade that ColourPop released during their birthday month. And I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand, and these are the 2 that just really caught my attention. They're very similar on the back of my hand, but one has more of a pinky rose gold tone and the other one is more of a champagne. So I have one mascara to mention that I was using for the entire year. I had a couple of full sizes of this mascara, and now I'm just working through all of the samples that I have because I have about 7 or 8 samples of this mascara, and it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I know you guys have been seeing me use this in all of my videos, and this is just a really good mascara in general. I love it. I love the brush. The brush is really big, and it really grabs your lashes. And I also really like using this for my lower lashes because it's hard for me to find a mascara that really works on my lower lashes because I barely have any, but this mascara does a really good job at making them look nice and long and full. So definitely love that mascara 100%. So for lashes, of course, I have to mention 2 brands of eyelashes. One of them I'm wearing right now, and I also have in my hand. This is the House of Lashes in the style Bambi. I have them on right now, and I absolutely love these eyelashes. These are a pair of my favorite eyelashes. House of Lashes is a pretty inexpensive brand of eyelashes, but they have really great they have really great quality, and also some of their lashes look like mink lashes even though they're not. So they're really nice looking, they're really high-end looking, they look great on the eyes. And like I said, these are a pair of my favorite eyelashes. This is what they look like in the pack. So they are very wispy, and they're also said to be a dupe for the MAC number 35 lashes. So I would definitely recommend these lashes if you And also, I don't actually have a box for the lashes that I'm about to mention now because I used all of them and I need to order some more. But the Cocoa lashes in any style, like I have had Goddess, I've had Ariel, I've had Foxy, I've had Queen Bee, just any lashes from Cocoa Lashes I feel like are stunning, absolutely stunning. I keep buying more and more of those lashes and I feel like they are a really great brand. For eyeliner, I have a gel eyeliner and then I also have pencil eyeliners that I want to mention. So for gel eyeliner, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in black. It is just your standard gel eyeliner in a pot. Love this eyeliner. It is so creamy. It's almost really slick and it almost looks like a liquid eyeliner when you're applying it. This also came with a brush and I always use the brush when I use this liner because I feel like they really go hand in hand together. For my pencil eyeliners, I actually have two brands that I would definitely repurchase, and the first one is from Too Faced and this is their Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner. And I had this eyeliner for a really long time before using it, and then I ran out of whatever black eyeliner I was using. I think it was from Urban Decay, and I started using this one as a replacement and I love this eyeliner. It is so slick, it is so creamy, it glides on so easily, it's so freaking black. Like look at that, that is so pigmented and black for an eyeliner pencil, and it's super creamy but not creamy to the point where it's gonna move around in your waterline or your tight line or on your upper lash line. I absolutely love this eyeliner. And then the other ones that I have are from Sephora, and I have so many colors. These are just a few of them that I wanted to show you guys, but I have so many colors of this eyeliner. But this is it has a super long name. This is the Sephora Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear Waterproof Liner. So I have a ton of colors in. They're super duper creamy, super duper pigmented. They stay on and they just wear really well. And like I said, they come in so many colors, so you really can find an eyeliner for every occasion. That's all of them right there. I'm going to talk about blush. And for the entire year, my Milani Baked blushes were my favorite go-to blush to use, because not only did they give me a nice glow from within, but these are really long wearing. These are just two colors that I have to show you guys, but I have like 4 other ones. So this is Rose Dior, which I loved using during the summer, and then this is Fantastico Mauve, which is a color that I've been using more so in the fall and winter. I actually have a couple of videos of me using this blush, but they're really good, really pigmented. Like I said, they have a nice shimmer to them, so you get a nice glow from within, and they're actually really inexpensive. They're drugstore. That's the swatch of both of them there. So Fantastico Mauve and Rose Dior. Yeah. And then for my higher end blushes, I have 2 from Nars, and the first one is Mata Hari, and this is my everyday go-to, absolute favorite blush. So the next one is Nars Exhibit A, and this is a red orange blush. Really super duper pigmented. Definitely have to use a light hand with this, but because Nars blushes are so good, they're super duper blendable, so you don't have to worry about, you know, it being super duper hard to blend out if you apply too much on your cheeks. But I definitely say use a light hand with these, but they are so good. So those 2 were definitely 2 of my favorite blushes. The only highlighters that I want to mention are from Becca, and they are the Shimmering Skin Perfector highlighters. I have Topaz, and then I have Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop, but I also have a little palette that has the Rose Gold one, another Topaz, and Moonstone. Love these highlights. I feel like these are the best highlights in my collection that I own. Yes, I do love my other highlighters that I have in my collection, but these are 2 of the best. They sink into the skin so well and look so good, and just really give you that highlight that you can see from eons away, like all the way in space. That's them right there. So that's Champagne Pop, and that's with these highlights, it's okay for you to look like a disco ball. It is okay. As far as tools go, I definitely wanted to mention my beauty blenders, and I just dropped one. I have the Black Pro Beauty Blender. This has definitely been my favorite all year. You guys have seen this in damn near every video when I'm not using brushes, which I do love to use brushes. I have a ton of them, and I do love using brushes for my face makeup, but a beauty blender will always be in my collection, and I will always go back to the beauty blender when I'm in a rush or when I just want that really airbrush flawless look. I will always use a beauty blender. For setting spray, I have my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I love this stuff. I was using the D-Slick for a while, but then I switched over to this one, and I like this one a lot more than the D-Slick. The D-Slick is still a really good setting spray, and I definitely recommend that one, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this is my all-time favorite. And so I forgot to mention eyebrows, and I only have 2 brow products that are worth mentioning to me. And I have the Milani Easy Brow Automatic Brow Pencil in dark brown, and I actually just ran out of this on New Year's Day when I used it, so it's twisted all the way up to the top. But this is hands down my favorite Holy Grail brow product. It has a spoolie on one end and then the automatic pencil on the other, and this is just so creamy and it glides on so smooth. It makes it so easy for you to deposit color on your brows, especially if you're like me and you don't really have brows or you don't really have a shape and you have to create your own. This is really good for helping you to do that, because it deposits enough color so you don't have to really work and draw your brows, like keep going over them. So this is a really good product, and I definitely recommend. So the next one I have is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is also Bay, and I really like this one because again it also has a spoolie, the twist up pencil on the other. I have the shade Espresso, and this is a nice color match for my eyebrows. And the reason why I really like this one is because the pencil is so thin. You can get a really nice precise brow with this one, and I have it on my brows today. And since it's so tiny and so precise, I don't have to go in and clean up with concealer if I don't want to, because I can just really get the perfect shape using this brow pencil. And I feel like that's, you know, essential for if you're in a rush. And this spoolie is so small, it really just combs the hairs in your brows and, you know, just makes them fall into place. So I really like this brow pencil as well. Moving on to lips, I have one lip balm to talk to you guys about, and it is the Maybelline Baby Lips Lip Balm. I've talked about this in a favorites video before, and this is just my all-time favorite lip balm. I feel like this is the best lip balm out there, hands down. They slick on and they feel really good on the lips, like you're really getting a nice surge of moisture to your lips. So I would definitely recommend these over all of the other ones, and it's just been my all-time favorite lip balm. So 2015 was the year of the liquid lipsticks. I feel like every single brand came out with a line of liquid lipsticks, and at first I was not a fan of matte lips because I used to have extremely chronically dry lips until I discovered this bad boy, which is why I mentioned it. But my lips used to be extremely dry, so I hated matte lips. I hated matte lipstick. Anything matte on my lips, I just despised it until I finally found out how to wear matte lips, and I found the perfect lip balm for myself. So now I am a huge fan of matte liquid lipsticks. I have a ton of them, and from different brands I have my favorites, but of course I had to mention ColourPop and their ultra matte liquid lipsticks. These are Bay, hands down. I'm wearing one right now. I'm wearing the color Lax, which looks like this, and I just have a gloss on top of it because I didn't want it to be matte today. But these are some of the best liquid lipsticks out there, especially since ColourPop changed their formula. These are some of the best liquid lipsticks out there. They have another brand of liquid lipsticks that I absolutely enjoy are the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I have a few of these, but I just really love the formula of Kat Von D's liquid lipsticks. This is one of the best formula of liquid lipsticks that I have found personally. I love the way these wear. I eat and drink with these and they don't go anywhere. Like seriously, they don't crack on my lips. I can layer these over and over and over without my lips feeling really heavy or without it caking up or cracking or anything like that. So absolutely love the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Last in the liquid lipstick department, these are the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipsticks, and I love these ever since I got my hands on my first one, which was back in 2014, and I love these all during the summer of this year. I have so many shades of these liquid lipsticks, and during the summer was my favorite time to actually wear these because they don't dry all the way down to a completely matte finish, but they are a long wear liquid lipstick. They stay on the lips so well through eating and drinking, and I really love the applicator of these. They're in a squeezy tube and they have like that lip gloss applicator, and I don't know, I just really like that. So these are some of my favorites as well. As far as lip liners go, of course you guys are already going to know what brand of lip liners I like because I mention it in every single video and also in my favorites videos. These are the NYX lip liners, and I have been using NYX lip liners since 2012, and I don't think that I'm ever going to change over to another lip liner, whether low end or high end, because NYX just has the perfect color lip liners for me, and they wear well, they go with everything. I've never had any problems with them like patching up on my lips, even when I fill in my entire lip with them. And they're just like really good cheap lip liners. It's like, even though I said 2015 was the year of liquid lipsticks, I still was in love with my glosses, and my absolute favorite gloss of all time would have to be the NYX Butter Glosses. So these are a few that I have. I have a ton. I have pretty much almost every color of the NYX Butter Glosses, but these are just a few that I was really loving for the entire year. More of the nudie shades, nudie pink shades, and I would just either wear these on their own or on top of a lipstick, and they would just be perfect. These actually deposit a lot of color on their own for a lip gloss. I'm going to show you guys. So that's it right there. It looks similar to the top. So they deposit a lot of color on their own, and they're called butter gloss for a reason, because they literally glide on your lips like butter. They feel so good and so smooth. They're not sticky at all. They're not clumpy, and they don't cake up in the sides of your lips. I hate lip glosses that do that. They do not leave that white film on your lips or anything when you're wearing these. They're a really good inexpensive lip gloss, and they smell like cake or frosting, and they all have like really cute like names. So this one is called Praline, this one is Fortune Cookie, and this one is Angel Food Cake. So they have like pastry names or cake names, and they smell like cake. So I really love these lip glosses, and they will always be a favorite of mine regardless of whether I'm rocking matte lips or not. I love these lip glosses. Okay guys, so that was everything that I wanted to mention for my Best of Beauty 2015. Again, Happy New Year to you guys, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Like I said, I have so many great things in store for this new year, and I hope you guys stay tuned to see what I have for you guys. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.